The paranoia that everyone hates us and this is all gonna go away is a huge death shroud that consumes all of the fun work that we do. The fearless and charismatic cult leader.
Kitchen mom.
Soft boy.
The mix baby.
We launched Mythical Kitchen in, January of 2020.
Is that raw brain?
It's not raw, it's been boiled for safety. What are you feeling? The company that, owns, hosts, whatever you want to call it, Mythical Kitchen, Mythical Entertainment, they have a flagship show called Good Mythical Morning, which is the most watched daily show in the history of the internet. And they would do a lot of food stuff. Food is a big part of their brand, and that we were just missing out on a lot of potential content by not showing how a lot of the food gets made. And so they basically gave me a trial run where they were like, we're gonna do 4 episodes hosted on the Good Mythical Morning channel over the summer. People seem to really dig it. We surpassed 1 million followers on the channel. We started getting onto TikTok, doing more social media stuff. And then, now we're sitting at about 1.9 million on YouTube, 3 million followers cross-platform.
We've come to a really cool intersection of food and media that 10 years ago didn't exist. Or if it did exist, it was in the very early stages of its development. And I mean, if you ask any of us 10 years ago, where we thought we'd be now, none of us would have said this. None of us would have said, we're gonna make silly food on the internet. We get to create some of the coolest, most unique foods that have ever been seen, and we get to kind of champion that ourselves.
We have an incredible team of writers, producers, creatives, art, that their minds work in the most unique ways. They're like, hey, can we make an umbrella out of cotton candy?
It's really going pretty fast now.
Can we fry bacon in a tanning booth? Like, maybe, let's go find out. If you can think it, we can probably make it work.
Even though we are a food channel, I think the food isn't the point. It's us. It's us hanging out and cooking, and in an alternate reality where it wasn't our job, we'd kind of be doing the same stuff. People, I think they get this sort of voyeuristic pleasure out of it, which to me is a lot of digital media, social media, YouTube, all that. It's this idea of, oh, I'm a fly on the wall witnessing something natural that's happening with people that are passionate about it, with people that are modeling positive relationships. It's our 9-to-5 job that, it's how we get health insurance, which is wild to me.
Yeah.
Is we show up and we're like, oh, we gotta bust pancake myths today. You taste the uniform, Maillard crust on the outside of it, and I like that.
Having fun at work wasn't a thing for me. Don't get me wrong, I was making great money when I was in finance, but it wasn't worth it to me. Because what we choose to do for work really is what we do more than anything else in the world. Right before I turned 30, it was one of those moments where I was like, hey, if I really do want to try to be, creative, I should really get on that now. And I did. I picked up a camera and I quit my job again and never looked back. For the longest time, I sort of had this identity crisis of okay, I have to shoot stuff that, isn't gonna be offensive, or, it might not, it's not gonna offend someone who wears the suit if I'm trying to get a high profile job. And I didn't, also at the same token, I didn't want to do too many buttoned up jobs because of the community that I sort of roll with in the underground music scene. And instead of just choosing a side, I decided to roll with both. The high-low contrast, I call it Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It has many names, but that's sort of how I found myself in my career with the content of what I shoot. One of the main sort of tentpoles for capturing the internet that I gathered is just the phenomenon of the internet. Obviously, Mythical Kitchen has captured and bottled that energy.
First step.
You can tell that this isn't an act, and I think that's what really makes me smile, and what excited me to work with them is they found their happy place.
I feel like a lot of people, our fans especially, appreciate how real we are.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're not putting on a show for anybody. We stay ourselves. If you see us outside of work, we're still these people.
Yeah.
That's probably the best part. You just have people that really support you and are all just always on the same page. So that gets you through the day.
When I went back in the catalog of Mythical Kitchen's videos, it was pretty obvious from the get-go that You know, the high-low contrast was something that really resonated with them.
Josh could fart in a turkey, and that would go viral. More than us making like a gorgeous apple pie.
The worst way to make viral content is to try and make viral content.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one.
It's the ghost in the machine. You put something out there and then the world will just take it and run with it. It'll burn like wildfire for 30 seconds and then it'll die down and then you are left exactly where you were before it went viral. And then you just keep hammering away at the rock until eventually it happens again.
Wicked smart! You tired of the bit yet? Don't, it's all we have.
It's going on a t-shirt.
I am so tired.
I am so tired of it.
The internet is the Wild West. It's the red light district mixed with absolute chaos and anarchy. And there are rules, but there's not.
It's the place where you can be as free as you want to be. Especially when I got hired, like that's exactly what Mythical was. Like, it's this weird place where anything can happen, and it just reminds me of honestly being at Disneyland. Even though it looks a little wild, you'd be surprised. It tastes good.
If you have the drive, if you have a cell phone, and you've got the time, you can become a celebrity.
Sometimes it's like, why am I doing this? But knowing that the stupid stuff that we do on the internet can bring smiles and laughs to thousands of people all around the world, like that's honestly the joy of it. You know, at the end of the day, it is a paycheck, it is health insurance, but knowing that what I get to do gets to bring joy to other people is, I mean, there's nothing more you could ask for.
The concept of viral is the exact opposite of longevity. Like we're here for, I would like to think we're all here for longevity, for careers that are gonna build something. We don't know what that something is exactly, and I'm sure we're gonna find out eventually, but I'm here to be in it for the long run.
We're all sort of cut from the same cloth here. We all just want to have fun and make cool stuff. The way I look at it is we're sort of gonna capture the internet in 5 to 6 photos. We'll sort of wing it and see how it goes.
We don't get to do this too often. We've
Yeah,
never
this is
done
special.
this.
Never.
This is very special for us.
Yeah, we're always just wearing dirty kitchen clothes because we're always cooking.
Oh, so true.
This is a very unique opportunity for us to like show other sides of ourselves while also looking cool, feeling confident, and I'm excited for Jason to capture that.
Hey, Mythical team. What's it like being an internet celebrity?
Fucking sucks.
I'm just gonna start shooting. Squirting some sauce. Is there another apple? Isaac Jason. That was good. I've been here with Mythical Kitchen. Check it out. Woo!
Say all the YouTube stuff went up in smoke, and I just happened to say that I'd go right to OnlyFans and when in doubt, show whole.
Don't leave me hanging.
That's
Don't leave
the
me
motto. Listen, we all gotta eat.